Kenya Rodriguez. I'm the Academic Success Advisor for Talent Search at Arizona Western College. Manny was invited to be our summer speaker for our first ever virtual summer STEM camp, and it was an entire week of teaching them coding, and thankfully our boss found Manny where he shared his experience of being a first generation student. I literally have no words. I really enjoyed the entire presentation. I honestly, my kiddos enjoyed it. I even learned about myself, even though sometimes we think that we know it all. And there was a part of just watching the presentation that it was like, oh, this is new to me. Okay. But I have no words. I think Manny did an amazing job. There was a point where I just felt like thunder struck me, because I've never seen like my kiddos interact the way they did with Manny. They just took it to another level. I mean, they share with me some stuff, but they opened up because they identified with Manny. And I think that is something amazing for someone to do. And I feel that they enjoyed it. I mean, they didn't even want Manny to leave the presentation. They wanted to be part of the rest of camp. I think that says a lot about his personality and the way that he engages and works with individuals. It amazed me how students engage virtually through a computer screen with someone that's thousands of miles away. That for me says a lot. Like I said, it's just, I have no words. Like honestly, the engagement of the students, the interacting, the connectiveness that they had with Manny was just beyond amazing. I'm honestly trying to get my boss to hire him to speak to our other camp. I'm still in the works, but I would 110% recommend him. I think students connect right away with him. Like he's a first generation student, Latino or Latinx, like we call during these times. I identify with him. My students identify with him, not only because of being a first generation, but living in a border town, coming from a Hispanic family, the struggles, because being Hispanic or being of color skin is a struggle out there. And for our students to identify with someone right away, it's sometimes impossible. And I believe Manny did that within the first 10 minutes. The students were so engaged, the chat room was blowing up, and that says a lot about the work that he does. I just want to say thank you. Sometimes participate in the activities that we do in class, and I know sometimes it's because they're either tired or because they have a disability, and they participated with you, they engage with you. Like one of them even volunteered on her own. That for me, she just like blew my mind, and I immediately sent the principal and her counselor an email. And I was like, hey, we had summer camp, we did it virtually, this is what they did, I told them about your presentation. And I even explained, like, this student volunteered, like willingly volunteered to do this. They were like so surprised. They were amazed. Like I even sent them your information. I was like, check this guy out. But it's just amazing to me what you can do. Not a lot of people can connect, and especially through a screen, it's super hard. And I mean, even for one of our students to kind of incorporate everything that she learned from you into her final project, that was like an awe moment to all of us. And I think they got everything out of it. I mean, a lot of them deal with a lot of stuff. And they were like, oh, I feel better about myself. I know I can handle this. So it was a really, really special moment for me to see that my students can now go through that difficult time. And as an advisor, I can advise them and I can share with them my own experience, but sometimes they need to hear it from someone else. And sometimes that someone else doesn't exist. And I thank you because you were there to explain that to them. So thank you.